We shot
Yeah,
out
right.
loud.
Yeah, you're up to something. You're up to no
I
good.
gave you my expertise. I worked real hard. Keep going.
You went through many diversions of different versions of walk through a brick wall, so to speak. Banshee's coming in wanting to know what's going on. We put the thing on top of here. We put it down here. We had lengthened it and shortened it and angled it and did. And then we found which one the best way to walk through a brick wall, so to speak. As Tommy does metamorphosis? That's a subtrunk. Or an incredible hawk. Or the kind of caterpillar, the butterfly. And a moth and whatnot. Did you drink the chocolate? Yeah, I drank it. Well, I gave some to Banshee, so, you know. What's wrong? I'm trying to get this adjusted. Did you drink the chocolate? Yeah. Well, go look at my room. You see how organized I am? Yeah. Yeah, I see your room's organized. You say, well...
I'm going to the garage.
Alright. The floor is lopsided. Whoever did the floor got one side lopsided. No, actually, it's the dresser's door. It's not the floor. It's that we have it up there and that way. And then next you know, Banshee comes in when we got it in this position. And then Tommy says, I said, well, thank you, Tommy. And then Tommy says, okay, I helped you now. You do me a favor. What? So I hurry up and push record. And he said, well, we shook on it. Yeah, right. Okay. I probably still need to put this up more. See, someone is pounding the earth and it's vibrating the earth. That's the same sound that Mrs. Story opened up the door one day and you didn't hear it, but I could hear it, but you couldn't hear it, Banshee. And I said, it sounds like Godzilla coming down the street. And Mrs. Story said, if it's Godzilla, I'm closing the door. I started cracking up.
Don't worry.
And Mr. Story says, probably a jackhammer. And then they said on the news that there was an airplane that went by in Virginia. It was a prototype breaking the sound barrier. So I don't know. I know there's drills that drill underground. So who knows? Alright, now where'd my Rubiks Cube go? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's you laughing because I'm trying to do something. Well, that's only how high it can go. I mean, it can go higher, but if I go any higher, the thing will come undone. Well, I don't know how to get this to go. Well, I could raise it up some. I don't know. I'll just work what I have. I'll have to lean over the show like I'm here.
I'm taking a shower, Billy.
Alright. It's going to be hard to do.
So does that work out?
Yeah, I just need to get it a little higher up, but I don't know how to get that to work. It won't go any higher.
Billy, you can't do it so much.
I know.
You're going to have to improvise.
Yeah, like, hi. Go like this.
You don't need to show your face. You just need to show the product.
I do that, and they say, I'd like to see the person behind the camera. People comment on that.
That's racism. You're showing your whiteness.
Oh, man.
You just want to show the product.
Oh, man.
At least I did help you out.
Yeah. I mean, there's one kid, he never shows his face, and someone said, can we ever see a revealing? In other words, his face?
But that's not the thing about it. The thing is to show the product.
Yeah, true.
At least I did help you out in the right direction, but you owe me a favor.
Yeah, you always set me up like that. There's always something behind your madness.
Mom and Dad comes home, I'm taking a shower.
Okay.
I don't know when they'll be back.
Alright. I'm trying to do this. This is the top. Proofs in the pudding. Hear that vibration, everybody? Alright, top. Well, everybody knows, can look up the thing, the top, bottom, whatever's your left and right, left, right, whatever, front, anyway. This is a mixture of the audio solution. I don't know about mastering the cube, if it's part of it or not, but the simple solution by James D. Norris, 5 easy steps. The 5th step is reward your shout out in shouting distance outside that you solved the Rubik's Cube. Earn a Rubik's Cube and go inside and reward yourself to the fridge. That's exactly how they say to do it. Anyway, my gym teacher, Mr. Lowry, I gave him all those books, Audio Solution, Simple Solution, and Mastering It. And out of all of them, the Simple Solution was the one he understood. And then he made Xerox copies of it, and then showed me, and then it was around June, and I was able to have time to solve it, and then Jesus helped me to solve it, and I got it down like 5 minutes at the most, or roundabout. Then I had people time me solving it, but I didn't think about going fast until I saw That's Incredible on ABC, where the computer mixed the Erno Rubiks Cubes, and people would solve it the fastest. But my best time that the teens at the church in 1980s, when Mac Palmer was pastor, because Rubik's Cube started in 1980s, the founding pastor Dallas Ainsley. And anyway, I got to where my best time was 1 minute and 12 seconds. But nowadays, the year 2020, kids do it in 15 seconds, like Stephen Brundage. And 3-year-old kids can solve it, boys and girls. And probably younger than that. But like God says, when he gets close to him coming back, that everything, that knowledge is going to increase, all things automatic. Children will get smarter way earlier than ever before. There will be wars and rumors of wars. One world government, man learns to fly like the birds. One world government, cashless society. You can't tell the seasons. Earthquakes in places never heard of before. People claiming to be God, but to be a false God, lowercase. The real God will be all capital. Jesus Christ, Lord, Savior, God. All this is falling into place already. Alright. Mankind won't be able to hide. We have earth cams. We have web video cameras. We have video cameras. We have satellites that's got video cameras. Well, you get the idea. Tommy says to teach us slow because the other ones I did, a lot of people that actually understood it, even some church members and missionaries. They were able to get it down to 5 minutes. And George Lindsay said, I sure wish I could solve the Rubik's Cube. And Mike Rock said, you need to make a video teaching it. So I did. Now I'm making another one and hope, and maybe it'll be even better. Because Tommy said, you need to go slower because he can't understand it. He's still got the original Rubik's Cube that was made in 1980s. He collects things, but still, I have extra Rubik's Cubes that I buy, and I give them to my relatives, or I give some to Tommy, I give someone to Bobby. Bobby's story, where's Banshee's story.
Mom.
Let's see if I can do this. And my Uncle Bob on the farm said, let me shake your hand because I never got to shake someone who solved the Rubik's Cube. His son had a Rubik's Cube and I was able to solve it for him. And I was teaching Rodney, my cousin Rodney, and Travis, but I also taught them magic tricks, and Nicole too, and Amy and Henniger and everyone. Okay, and Jerry was wondering, why is Travis posed that way? I said, well, I showed him a picture of Copperfield. That's how he posed. Oh, okay, now it makes sense. Because it was a school picture, and she said, why did he pose like that? Well, Copperfield was laying down on the side in one of the programs I had of Copperfield. Probably could find stuff like that out on the internet. Dave Duncan was able to scan it in and upload it, the program that I had. But later on, I gave it that program to a guy named Daniel, Joey Amanda's friend, but he's my friend too, and he's into Spider-Man. And I gave him 6 hours worth of magic, and he said, "Thanks, Bill. You're the best magician ever." I said, "Well, you're welcome." Now let's see if I can do this. But they're all grown up now, and they probably have children on their own. That's how long it's been. Okay. I'm rambling. I should explain. Alright. Let me just mix this up so that way I can... It doesn't matter what color that you choose. If you do the patterns, it'll work. I used to thought one color was quicker than the other, but that's not the case. Although, listen to the experts, I mean, it is the case in some lots. If you want to solve it real quick, you want to find the least you got to do to get done, but to me, it's like, as long as you're solving it and you know what you're doing, you just get it done. I mean, if you get to where you can know which one can you get done quicker, go for it. Alright? This one guy does it like me, but everyone else does it like this. Everyone starts out like the cross, and then the corners, and then the bottoms, and then the middles, or maybe the middles, and then the corners, and the bottoms, and then the top. And they might have to do it like that to finish it off. James D. North says, you'll find ways to cut your solving time. Jesus helped me find a way to cut my solving time. And that solving time, I tried it with the Whip It puzzle. And I was able to do that. And a friend in school had some puzzle. It's like a Whip It, but it's like a pencil, but it has more to it. And I was able to do that. And when I got the missing link, I was able to use that principle to solve the missing link. And the same concept with the orb. Now the logic cube is in reverse. You just got to put a different one. My dad Marcel figured it out, and then he mixed it up and said, now you try to solve it. I was like, man, he solved it. I could memorize it. But he said, no, I want you to do it on your own. Turns out I memorized a different pattern to him once I learned how to solve it. And then once I memorized my method, then I wrote down the color pattern, and I used color stencils and maybe crayons and memorize it. And then I got to where I could make my own boxes and use it if I and do the same thing and slide the things out of its case, put it back in. Once I know how to draw a map of it from the original. One thing I've noticed, I don't know if anybody else noticed, that if you mix a cube up when it's in solid state and you mix it up, and if a corner comes out by accident, or a center, or whatever, if you can't remember how it went, then you just solve it, and the pieces that fell out, you'll have to take out and put right, because you can't put it right. And it might be the original corners and center pieces. or if you knew which one it was exactly and you did it, made it so that those two left, then you'd have to use those, take those pieces out and put it right. Although some Rubik's Cubes, the newer ones, you can't take them apart. So it's best to, hopefully it doesn't fall apart. The center piece is what you gotta use. See, the center is for orange, that's blue, that's red, green, orange. It's gonna be hard to do it now that the TV is on. Anyway, the orange, we'll just use the orange as the top. So you just look all the, see that orange there? So you gotta put it where the yellow, let's see, yeah, yellow. See, the orange is here, or whatever color your cube is, and whatever color is on top, you know, if it's orange or whatever, purple or red or pink or whatever. Alright, you see how that's together. Don't worry about all the other stuff, just focus on what I'm doing, because the pattern brings everything back. So basically, it's got to go here, so, and the blue's on the bottom, so you know that it's the right one to that. So you go like this, and then come back, and come back up. And see how that goes with that, that goes with that. It's going to be hard to teach, but just watch me do it. See, that's orange, blue, white. The white's here, so it goes here. Now I can do it like this to bring it there, or I can just do this and bring what you did and bring it up. But the problem is, that's not exactly the right one. I gotta find the white. White and blue. There it is, right there. I trust them. I think you can too. See, now you got the center, and the white goes to white, and the blue goes to blue. Now I gotta find the orange. The corner piece is orange. I'm gonna try it. Maybe it's right here. Sometimes it might be on the bottom somewhere. Alright. No, that ain't right because it's a yellow, got a yellow in it. Okay, it goes over here. Now I gotta look for the orange, yellow, and green. It's not here, and we know it's not none of those because we got them right. That's called color line. So it's oh, you're the rifleman. I think Noto Joe 1 has got Rifleman, My Favorite Martian, Cross Super Show. Alright, and there's another one that does Cross Super Show in Mighty Isis. I forgot the name of it. Something Shazam or the Wizard of Shazam or something like that. Anyway, if it's still there. Alright, here's the orange. So you need to find the orange, green, and yellow. That's right there. You'd have to look everywhere, but it's right here. So all you have to do, if the orange was on the bottom, then you'd have to do this, bring it over here, and bring what you did back up, and then do the thing. but since it's not on the bottom, just bring everything up. Now this is to its center, that's to its center. I'm going to upload a DVD that has more detail, because right now I'm not going in detail. I'm glad I made a better version a long time ago. That way, this plus the better version will help out. Now we got the corners done for the top. They all match up. They're like Mickey Mouse ears. Now I need to find the centers. They could be in here, or they could be on the bottom. Those are only the two places. It could be at the top somewhere, or in the centers. Well, in other words, the middles and the bottom. I taught my sister Cheryl Lynn the top and middle, and my dad the top and middle.
Those guys are back over there.
But the bottom.
I didn't go real close to him. I went down and I said, I guess y'all the ones that cut that tree down there. They said, yeah. I said, I've never been so good. It's so
Hold
funny.
on.
Y'all cut that